The cosmos has always been a source of endless fascination and mystery, but few events have captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike as much as the enigmatic interstellar object known as Oumuamua. First discovered in 2017, this strange cigar-shaped visitor from another star system left astronomers scratching their heads. Now, in a shocking twist, Elon Musk has revealed that Oumuamua has returned, and this time, it's not alone. The implications of this discovery are staggering. Could this be evidence of extraterrestrial technology, or is it simply a natural phenomenon we don't yet understand? Join us as we delve into the chilling details of one of the most mysterious events in the history of space exploration, the return of Oumuamua. A cosmic mystery deepens. When Oumuamua first streaked through our solar system in 2017, it was unlike anything astronomers had ever seen. Its unusual shape, rapid speed, and lack of a visible tail defied all expectations. Scientists debated whether it was a comet, an asteroid, or something far more exotic. But just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished, leaving behind more questions than answers. Now, Oumuamua is back, and it's brought company. According to Elon Musk, who has been closely monitoring the situation, the return of Oumuamua is one of the most significant discoveries in modern astronomy. This time, however, the stakes are even higher. The new objects accompanying Oumuamua are exhibiting behavior that defies our understanding of physics. They are accelerating in ways that cannot be explained by gravity alone, and their trajectories are erratic and unpredictable. Musk, who has long been a vocal advocate for space exploration, has urged governments and space agencies to take this development
which
seriously.
is an object that we detected
We are
in
either
space.
dealing with a natural phenomenon we don't understand, he said, or something far more extraordinary. What is Oumuamua? For those unfamiliar with the story, Oumuamua, pronounced O-mu-a-mu-a, was first detected on October 19, 2017, by astronomers using the Pan-STARRS telescope in Hawaii. The name, which means scout or messenger from afar in Hawaiian, was chosen to reflect its interstellar origins. What made Oumuamua so unusual was its trajectory. Unlike most objects in our solar system, which orbit the Sun, Oumuamua was moving at an angle that suggested it came from another star system entirely. Its speed was also remarkable. It was traveling so fast that it would eventually escape the Sun's gravitational pull and continue its journey into interstellar space. But the real mystery lay in its behavior. As Oumuamua passed the Sun, it accelerated slightly, as if being pushed by an unseen force. This phenomenon, known as non-gravitational acceleration, is typically seen in comets, which release gas as they heat up, creating a small thrust. However, Oumuamua showed no signs of outgassing or a visible tail. Oumuamua, like most comets, is rich in water. Before the comet entered the solar system, the extreme cold of deep space would cause the water to freeze into ice in what is known as an amorphous state. Rather than the solid, crystalline structure of ordinary ice, amorphous ice is porous, dotted by pockets. Exposure to deep space would have a second effect on the ice too, with cosmic radiation causing some of the H2 in the H2O molecules to break away. That H2 would collect in the pores of the amorphous ice, like fuel in tiny fuel tanks. When Oumuamua entered the inner solar system, it warmed up just enough for the ice to convert to its crystalline state, essentially closing the pockets and forcing the H2 out of the comet, providing the propulsive push that explained the acceleration. When the water matrix has enough energy, it rearranges to a more stable and more compact configuration, says Bergner. In the process, you lose those pores and the hydrogen can escape through the surface. So question answered, problem solved, and alas, no alien spacecraft in the mix. Bergner, Seligman, and other astronomers We'll be looking for similar small and dark comets when the National Science Foundation's Vera C. Rubin Observatory goes into operation in Chile's Atacama Desert in 2025, with a specific charge to spend part of its observation time looking for hydrogen outgassing from comets. Before 2017, astronomers did not even know that a species of comet like Oumuamua existed. Astrophysicist Avi Loeb, former chair of the astronomy department at Harvard University, finds Oumuamua's behavior so strange that he has argued in a series of peer-reviewed papers and a popular science book that the object is most likely a relic of alien technology. Loeb says that natural explanations for Oumuamua all invoke rocks of a type we've never seen before, and lack a plausible explanation for how they might have formed. He argues that an artificial origin can better explain its anomalous features. In addition to its strange shape, if the object is made of thin, flat, lightweight material, it could be acting as a solar sail, propelled outward by the force of sunlight. No such object could arise naturally, he says. It would have to be some structure built by a sophisticated alien civilization. If not a dedicated solar-propelled craft, then perhaps a piece of an alien Dyson sphere, a device to collect the energy from a star. Many astronomers are skeptical of Loeb's case and contend that Oumuamua is an ordinary asteroid, albeit one on an unusual trajectory. Karen Meach, an astrobiologist at the University of Hawaii, who led the characterization of the object after its discovery, says, its characteristics were consistent with a planetesimal with cometary activity. Pointing out that we only have about a week's worth of data from its passage, she stresses,
Oumuamua, which
expecting
is
to
an
have a
object
complete
that we
understanding of
detected
anything with so little data is unrealistic. The Second Coming. Oumuamua returns with companions. When Oumuamua first left our solar system, scientists assumed it was a once-in-a-lifetime event. But now it has returned, and this time it's not alone. The new objects share many of the same characteristics as Oumuamua. They are long and cigar-shaped, lack the typical features of comets or asteroids, and exhibit strange acceleration patterns. What's even more baffling is that these objects seem to be following the same flight path as Oumuamua, almost as if retracing its steps. This has led some scientists to speculate that Oumuamua might not be a natural object at all, but rather a piece of alien technology. Elon Musk has been one of the most prominent figures to weigh in on the debate. If this is artificial, he said, it could be the most important discovery in human history. The key to catching up to Oumuamua is building up enough speed to overtake the object, which is zooming away at some 16 miles per second, 26 kilometers per second. Existing chemical rockets are not capable of reaching such speeds on their own, but they could by using slingshot flyby maneuvers, dipping close to the Sun, Jupiter, or other planets, to gain speed and adjust trajectory. This is a variation of the technique used to get interplanetary probes like the Voyagers to the outer planets. Called a gravity assist or Oberth maneuver, it involves passing close to a large mass, such as a planet or the Sun, and adding a rocket boost just as the spacecraft reaches its closest point, providing significant acceleration. The return of Oumuamua has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Thousands of astronomical laboratories around the world have confirmed the arrival of these new objects, and space agencies are scrambling to gather as much data as possible. NASA, the European Space Agency, ESA, and private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are all working on missions to intercept and study these objects before they disappear into deep space. SpaceX, in particular, has announced plans to fast-track a probe launch in collaboration with NASA. The goal is to get a spacecraft close enough to one of these objects to study its composition and behavior up close. But time is of the essence. Unlike in 2017, when we had only a small window to observe Oumuamua, this time we are better prepared. Ground-based telescopes are more advanced, and multiple space agencies have deep space observation missions running. Private companies have also deployed satellites with high-powered cameras to track these objects in real time. The scientific community is divided on what Oumuamua and its companions could be. Some believe they are natural objects, possibly composed of exotic materials that behave differently from typical comets or asteroids. Others, like Harvard professor Avi Loeb, have suggested that Oumuamua could be an artificial object, perhaps a light sail propelled by sunlight. The trajectory of Oumuamua deviated from that expected based on the sun's gravity alone. The deviation is small, 0.1%, but highly statistically significant. Comets exhibit such a behavior when ices on their surface heat up from solar illumination and evaporate, generating thrust through the rocket effect. The extra push for Oumuamua could have originated by cometary outgassing if at least 1/10 of its mass evaporated. But such massive evaporation would have naturally led to the appearance of a cometary tail, and none was seen. The Spitzer telescope observations also place tight limits on any carbon-based molecules or dust around Oumuamua and rule out the possibility that normal cometary outgassing is at play, unless it is composed of pure water. Moreover, cometary outgassing would have changed the rotation period of Oumuamua, and no such change was observed. Altogether, Oumuamua does not appear to be a typical comet nor a typical asteroid, even as it represents a population that is far more abundant than expected. Loeb's theory, known as the light sail hypothesis, posits that Oumuamua's acceleration could be explained by the pressure of sunlight pushing against a thin, reflective surface. This idea is not as
which is an
far-fetched as it
object
sounds.
that we detected in
Humans
space.
are already developing similar technology. In 2019, the Light Sail 2 spacecraft successfully used sunlight to adjust its orbit, proving that such propulsion methods are feasible. Another theory is that Oumuamua could be an ancient alien probe, sent by a civilization that may no longer exist. If this is the case, it could have been drifting through space for millions or even billions of years, carrying with it the secrets of its creators. If Oumuamua and its companions are indeed artificial, the implications are profound. It would mean that we are not alone in the universe, and that another civilization has the capability to send objects across interstellar space. But with this discovery comes a host of ethical and philosophical questions. Should we attempt to make contact with these objects, or would doing so put humanity at risk? The late Stephen Hawking once warned that contacting an advanced alien civilization could be dangerous, likening it to the arrival of Europeans in the Americas, a meeting that did not end well for the indigenous population. On the other hand, some argue that if an advanced species is sending probes, they might be peaceful explorers or scientists, curious about other forms of life in the universe. As Oumuamua and its companions continue their journey through our solar system, scientists are working tirelessly to unlock their secrets. New telescopes, like the Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile, are being built to detect interstellar objects earlier and with greater precision. Missions like Project Lyra, which aims to intercept an interstellar object before it leaves our solar system, are also in the works. But the ultimate question remains: what is Oumuamua? Is it a natural object, a piece of alien technology, or something else entirely? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. This discovery has forever changed our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Oumuamua is not the first interstellar object to visit our solar system, and it won't be the last. In 2019, another interstellar object, 2I/Borisov, was discovered, further proving that such visitors are more common than we once thought. As we continue to explore the cosmos, the possibility of encountering extraterrestrial life, or even evidence of alien technology, becomes increasingly likely. The return of Oumuamua is a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. So what do you think? Is Oumuamua a natural phenomenon, or is it evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth? The answer may be closer than we think.